Welcome to the Philly Sports Jawn. We back. This is Philly Young Real, and I'm gonna keep it a buck. First of all, I want to give a big shout out to my nephew, Messiah Harris. He's out there in Florida doing it big. Man, you can't teach size, and he got it. He got a lot of skills. He's from Philadelphia, born and raised. He's still being raised, but he got his start in Philly. His mom from Philly, born and raised. I'm from Philly. He's a Philly native, official. I gotta give it up to him, man, cause I was real good in sports, but I never played at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers field. Can't believe that. My nephew played in the football game at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers field. I can't even get my words straight, man. It's unbelievable. So I know you heard the news. It's trouble in Dallas. Trouble in Washington too. Hey man, it's all good in Philly, but it's trouble over there. And they supposed to be competition in the NFC East. I don't know, man. It looked like the NFC East is going to have a repeat champion for the first time in a long time. You got these players holding out or holding in because they're at practice, but they're not practicing. So you can't find them because they're in the building, but they're not getting their football shape. They're not taking no hits. They're not giving no hits. They're not getting their body used to football activity. So week 1, week 2, week 3, when they finally get in there and they haven't played preseason, no mini camp, no training camp, and they just jump right in there, that could be dangerous, man. You're not in football shape. That's like a regular guy. It's just in pretty good shape, jump in there and try to play football in the NFL, man. That's dangerous, dog. Yeah, they might get hurt. That's one of the factors that I ain't hear a lot of people talking about. I know a lot of people talking about, they need to do this, they need to do that. Disappointment in decisions from the front office and all that and this and that. That's all true. You know what I mean? They need to get business handled, do their job. But the longer they don't, the more chances are that they won't be ready when it's time to play ball. It just happened just recently with Brandon Ayuk. He held out, trying to get that new deal. They made him wait super long. Then they finally just gave it to him. And then he went in there without no training camp, no preseason, none of that. And he got hurt. You're not in football shape. So, big shout out to the Eagles for keeping the team together. You know what I mean? Jalen Hurts, shout out to Jalen Hurts for just, being that great leader that the Eagles need. And Howie Roseman, shout out to Howie Roseman for knowing how to sign the key players that we know we're going to need moving forward and not playing games, with the future of our franchise. Shout out to Howie Roseman for that. And shout out to Messiah Harris. Because you know what? He's going to be in the NFL soon. You wait and see. You heard it first right here at the Philly Sports Jawn. This is Philly Young Real, and I'm going to keep it a buck. Messiah Harris is on his way. He's in Florida right now training. Michael Parsons, not training. Terry McLaurin, not training. Messiah Harris is training. He's in camp, and he's coming. Give him a couple more years. He's on his way. I could feel it. The energy is different coming from over there. Believe it. And the Eagles, we coming back for another one, man. We got 2 Super Bowls now. It's time to go ahead and get 3. 2 in a row. We get 2 in a row, then it's time to start that dynasty talk we was talking about. And as far as the Chiefs go, they have been exposed. The Eagles have put the blueprint out there. You got it right there in front of you. You want to know how to beat the Chiefs? watch the Eagles Super Bowl win against the Chiefs. The Chiefs are done. Finished. I don't even know if they're going to win their division this year. The Chiefs division is not sweet. Every team in their division got better. Every last one of them. The Chargers, the Raiders, they got better. The Chargers might actually be contenders this year. Don't sleep. And you got the Ravens. They're not in that division, but they're in the conference. The Ravens, the Bengals, the Buffalo Bills. Like, how long you think the Chiefs gonna be able to keep holding those guys off? One of them want one too. One of them want to make a Super Bowl appearance. They want to get to the Super Bowl and lose to the Eagles too. You know what I mean? So at some point, the Chiefs is gonna have to let them go. They're gonna have to let them in. They've been knocking on the door for a long time. I think the Chiefs are really done, and it's really the Eagles' time. It's been dynasties, going on. It's been the Patriots. Then we had the Chiefs for a while. And right now, I truly believe it's the Eagles' turn to run this league. This league belongs to the Philadelphia Eagles. Sometimes a lot of people, are fighting it, but it doesn't matter. Results speak louder than anything. And that was the best Super Bowl win I've ever seen in my life. I've seen some boring Super Bowls. I spoke on this before. I've seen some boring Super Bowls, and they're falling asleep, waking up. Oh man, the game's still on. Man, not this. I won't repeat myself, but man, that was a good game. Eagles put on a good show, a real good show, and the season will be starting real soon. September is right around the corner. You know what I mean? We got less than a month. We got about a month. And we're going to begin some regular season football. We got less than a week for a preseason game, so it's about to get real. We ready over here. But I know two teams that ain't ready for sure. The Washington Commanders ain't ready, and the Dallas Cowboys ain't ready. The best players on their teams are not signed, they're not practicing, and they're not in football shape. This is the Philly Sports Jawn. I'm out.